Marc, you're reporting a lot of teams. Kind of give me a rundown of what teams have been in front of Rich Paul, LeBron's agent.
Well, the teams we know about, Phoenix, Houston, Dallas, and LeBron's home state, Cleveland Cavaliers. Those four teams we can account for that have had meetings this week with Chris Paul, and presumably there are more teams that we'll be finding out about. Rich Paul made it clear from the start of this free agency that this was going to be completely different than 2010. LeBron wasn't going to be taking visits like he did 4 years ago, wasn't going to do the kind of tour we've seen that Carmelo Anthony do. It's been Carmelo's first ever chance as a free agent. LeBron decided he's already done that dance. So basically these teams are going into Cleveland and making their best pitches. And LeBron, as we've seen on Twitter, is basically on vacation away from the madness. And he'll eventually come back, huddle with Rich Paul, and presumably sift through the other options, which, I would still say Miami is the presumed favorite here. I think around the league, that's the team everyone still expects LeBron back to go to. But as you would imagine, they're exploring every option.
I think the most interesting meeting that you just talked about was owner Dan Gilbert, because we know back in 2010 he couldn't help but badmouth LeBron all the way to South Beach. What do you think Dan Gilbert is saying now as far as trying to bring LeBron back to the Cavs?
Well, I think we've heard basically LeBron and Dan Gilbert say in these intervening 4 years that they would never rule out a reunion. The Cavs have wanted him back, let's be honest, from the minute he left. I don't care what was said in that letter. And now with Kyrie Irving committed to a contract extension, they're pretty excited about their new coach. A lot of people in the United States don't know much about him. An American-born, naturalized Israeli, David Blatt, who's recognized as one of the top two coaches internationally, and now Cleveland has brought him in for his first stab at the NBA. And, a lot of NBA people would tell you they got themselves a real coaching gem that people are going to find out about. They've also got a lot of young pieces there, and they've got pieces to put around them. They can make trades. I mean, Cleveland is a situation I would think LeBron has to look at some level.
Marc, it seems like in 2010, LeBron only met with teams that he was serious about. He said he didn't want to waste anybody's time. The fact that they're taking meetings with a team like Phoenix, what does that tell you about how serious he is about maybe not going back to Miami?
Well, as the season wound down, there was this sense around the league that where can LeBron really go? Where can he go that he has a situation that might be better than what he has in Miami? So that's, LeBron's detached himself from this process. He's letting all these teams make the case to his agent that there are better situations that he should be considering. But, Phoenix is a very intriguing situation. They overachieved as much as any team we've seen in recent memory this past season. They were supposed to be a 20-win team. They ended up making a bid for the playoffs. Eric Bledsoe, one of LeBron's favorite players, and who's also represented by Rich Paul, is part of their backcourt star duo with Goran Dragic. They've got a lot of young pieces and draft picks as well to kind of remake their team. And Phoenix is trying, as Chris Broussard reported as part of this piece, Phoenix is trying to sell LeBron on, listen, we'll create enough space that you can come here with Carmelo Anthony or with Chris Bosh. And that's the pitch that could resonate with LeBron, because the assumption is if he leaves Miami, he's going to want to go with an established star like Melo or Chris Bosh. He's not just going to go somewhere on his own. So, Phoenix is a real player in this if LeBron really is going to look elsewhere.